All right, so it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. Um, Getting ready to get into a jog. I'm walking right now, but so I want to dive right into it. So, in the Daughters of Hustle, members of the Daughters of Hustle are governed by certain um, principles, certain code of ethics, certain ways of conduct as far as how we survive in the world and how we intend to accomplish the goals that we set for ourselves. See, every queen, which is also known as Qs. If you ever hear me say Qs or anything like that, it's not to mean like a fraternity or anything like that. The Q is just short for queen. Okay, so every every woman that's involved in the Daughters of Hustle, either she is a queen or she's growing into being a queen, right? So each woman has something that they want to be able to accomplish with their life. They have certain dreams, they have certain goals, have a certain ambition. So the principles that's within the Daughters of Hustle is to try to ensure that those dreams and those things that they want becomes a reality. It's the whole point of being involved in the project. It's to learn strategies, it's to learn tactics, it's to be educated, it's to be empowered in order to accomplish those things that they set for themselves. Now, one of the things I want to talk about today is the ACF principle. And the ACF principle, ACF stands for attorney, currency, and firearms. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about the attorney. Every Q within the Daughters of Hustle, under the Daughters of Hustle crown, is protected by our attorney or should be protected by their own attorney. And everybody knows what an attorney is, lawyer, attorney, is pretty much the same thing. But the importance of the attorney is to be able that wherever country you in, wherever city you in, wherever geographic location that you are doing business in or you reside in, your law, your rights are being protected by whatever laws that is governing that place. That's the main thing for the attorney, right? That whatever you're trying to do, that your rights are not broken, and nobody can take those rights from you, and you should be able to exercise your rights under the law of that certain geographic location. Okay. Also, the attorney is necessary for business matters, such as contracts and being partners with other empires and things like that. So the attorney is to provide legal counsel to you in order for you to make the right decision on what you intend to do. All right, and lastly, the other thing that the attorney is really for also is just in case a crime has been committed. We never know what type of situations we ever going to be in our lives be committed, or a crime may be committed against you, and the attorney is there to be able, once again, to be able to make sure your rights have not been violated and to be able to protect you under the laws of that particular geographical region or location. So that's pretty much what the attorney is to the Daughters of Hustle. Next, we have the currency. It's under our belief system at DOH that currency, money, is the most powerful weapon in the world. Money can get you, currency, money, can get you out of any situation except probably for death if you have enough of it. If you had enough money, you probably can prolong death. But if you die, you probably can't come back from after death, right? It probably can prevent death. It probably can help you in a lot of different situations that you couldn't get out of or be able to proceed with if you didn't have it. It's very, very important in the world. Money is so important, especially in the United States and a lot of different countries in the world. It's more important than human life. Sometimes, somebody can, pay a person to be able to commit a crime. Some countries and stuff, they pay people to transport things. They pay people to kill another person. They pay people for all different types of things. Now, a lot of people believe that money is the root of all evil, right? And I just believe under DOH principles that it just depends on the individual, right? It depends on the character and the personality of the individual. We don't believe that money is evil. We believe money is like a magic key that opens up a lot of doors that we couldn't open up if we didn't have it. We don't worship money. We don't honor money. We don't lust over money. Money is simply a tool to unlock certain doors so we can walk through those doors and get the things that we need to be able to get in order to further our process of getting to our purpose, of getting to building our empires, and getting to our happiness in whatever geographical location that we are currently in. So that's the purpose of money for us. Money also with currency and everything like that is it should be used also for the next generation. But it's one of our principles and one of our belief systems to be able to leave money aside or in a trust fund or anything like that, bonds, anything like that for the children, the heirs to the crown. So women who have children, we insist it, we inspire it, we empower your mind to be able to realize and understand what your kids' gifts and talents are, what their skill level is, and whatever it is that they're trying to do with their life, that you have a good lump sum of money to be able to help contribute to that journey of success that they're trying to go down. So leaving money aside for the next generation, but also understanding that the money that's being left aside for the next generation, that they have an understanding and knowledge of what money is. They know how to obtain it. They know what it's used for. They understand that it's a tool and not to be lust over and not to kill over and things like that. They have to be able to understand that before money is being left to them. Because what might happen is you may leave money of millions of dollars to somebody who's not mentally able to understand it, and they'll just blow the money away. It's been in a lot of situations in so many different cultures, as an example of somebody work all their life and they make $1 million and they leave it to their son, but their son don't understand the value of money, so he'll blow the money on some crazy shit and be like broke within a year or so. So the children of the women definitely need to be educated if money is going to be left behind for them. Also, with the currency is we want to be able to be future philanthropists. We want to be able to donate money to different type of social issues that can help eliminate the evils in humanity. Like domestic violence, rape issues, things like that. Like things that are going to be able to end the things that have destroyed women in the past and going into the future. So we want to be able to donate to those different type of organizations and those different type of people to be able to help with ending those atrocities towards women all around the world. So that's the idea of our currency. Now understand that each one of these things that I'm talking about, it can go further in depth depending on the person. This is just a generalized outline of how we operate at DOH. Now, lastly, we have firearms. Now, it is important that every person that's involved in DOH have some type of firearm training or be able to legally operate a handgun if they haven't committed a felony or crime in their geographical location that's saying that they can't. So basically what it is, if you are able to possess a firearm, to own a firearm, we inspire you, we educate you, we empower you to do that. We feel that the woman should be able to be trained in firearms training in order to protect her children, in order to protect her family, and most importantly, be able to protect herself. There's a lot of women out here, and based on my experiences in the entertainment business, you have models, you have dancers, you have strippers, you have different type of business CEOs that are very gorgeous, curvaceous, sexy, or whatever. And a lot of times they just be out trying to enjoy the night or their life, and sometimes men or women feel like they can take advantage of them, so there's been a lot of reports of rape situations, different types of assaults and everything like that. So we want to be able to minimize that and ultimately be able to eliminate that. So wherever women are, wherever the queues are with DOH, wherever they live at in their residence, it's important for them to understand the laws of that area and make sure that they're able to obtain firearms. And that's important because every woman should be able to practice their constitutional right to be able to bear arms. So I feel like that needs to happen. Firearm training, definitely a plus. And being able to have as many firearms as you can in your household to protect your household and protect your family. And also, once you receive that firearm training, that you should be able to teach your children the same thing. Even if you have to start off with like a BB gun, right? Even if you have this guy like a 10-year-old daughter or a 10-year-old son, I'll say the minimum age is probably 10 years old, being in the world for at least a decade. So if you got a kid at that age, start taking them out to the woods, start taking them out to the backyard, get them a BB gun first and stuff, and teach them how to practice to be able to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, the children may have to be able to defend the house. They might be able to defend the queen. They might have to even defend themselves at some point. So it's very, very important that the family unit be very, very knowledgeable of how to be able to use firearms. So that's pretty much what the ACF principle is: attorney, currency, and firearms, right?